Black Clover had an insane 1.5 year time skip, and every single Black Ball underwent intense training to surpass their limits. They've become the strongest squad in the entire world. But how exactly did they pull this off? Well, today, I'll break down every new power. Oh my god! Wow! Black Ball's plans to defeat multiple Lucius clones and being the strongest squad ever in history is also possible because of Sakurai, like I mentioned. Her magic is severely underestimated. In that same fight against Damnatio, Sakurai's magic served as a means to seal a person's injuries and fatigue, which allows the Black Balls to get up over and over again as if they were in peak condition. Chapter 365 really puts Sakurai's emotions into perspective as she thinks about the time she spent as Nero and regaining her humanity with the Black Balls. She once served the first Wizard King and witnessed firsthand the tragedy caused by magic corruption. Her curse and transformation into a bird made her a silent observer of the Clover Kingdom's sins for 500 years. So now she sees history repeating itself through Lucius's ideology. So knowing that she's not the strongest, Sakurai carefully times her attacks, attempting to seal his movements, weaken his spells, and stall him for as long as possible. But this battle of course came at a cost. She states Asta and the Black Balls allowed her to live again and can bring about peace to the world. So she keeps using her magic to the point of exhaustion, begging Asta to come back. We see her come in clutch once again in chapter 377 because she seals Lucius into a box, allowing for the other spells to land, bringing his demise. It's time! Vanessa, a character everyone sings for two good reasons. Do you guys remember when she actually had a thing for her captain since he saved her from a cage? And when she got wasted, she got jealous of Charlotte wanting to bang him. She wanted to smash Yami, you know what I'm saying? Good times, good times. But her magic ability is insanely powerful, as we know. I mean, Dante fell in love with her and wanted to marry Vanessa just because it rewrites destiny, putting her on a level beyond even high-tier devils. At its pinnacle, her magic controls fate to an outcome that is more favorable to the user. Now, there is one counter. His name is Morris, where his modification magic evolved with Lucifero to even affect intangible objects. So her red thread of fate became useless against him despite all the training she did. But later, Vanessa proved why she's the most clutch waifu in Black Clover. Because when Lucifero pulled out a kaiju-sized devil meat mech, gravity was literally folding reality. Yet Vanessa had the cat tanking that nonsense to protect the Black Balls inside the ultra giant ball like it was nothing. Her magic was getting cooked even with Charmy's mana snacks, but she held on, keeping the squad alive. Then Lucifero went full final boss when he started crushing the base, but the cat saves Yami and Vanessa again and somehow guides Grey to heal him through rubble. She bent reality to keep Yami alive, and eventually, Vanessa seeked out the Witch Queen to train and power up again. At this moment, Dorothy arrives and proposes that by combining their powers, they can perform a powerful spell called the Door of Destiny. This collaborative magic with mineral spatial abilities enables them to open a portal to Asta's location in Hito country. But what I really want to focus on is Vanessa attempting this suicide charge with the other Black Balls against Damnatio. The Witch Queen, seeing her daughter fight alongside friends, sparks something inside. The Witch Queen gains back her humanity. Vanessa mastered fate on her own terms, using her magic to protect those she loves instead of controlling them. She finally realizes that the true power lies in the connection and choices, not domination combination. It's the friends we make along the way. I'm not trying to meme, but that's what they basically said. So we truly do see the extent of Vanessa's power being broken here, because in reality, the Black Bulls, they were dying hundreds and hundreds of times again and again as they were too weak. Vanessa is the last one standing because they had to buy as much time as possible. The Witch Queen then, using her remaining powers, heal up the Black Bulls again and asks Vanessa to become the next Witch Queen in her place, seeing that she's become a truly worthy leader. But at the end of the day, Dorothy agrees to become the queen instead, knowing that Vanessa never wanted it. Because remember, all she ever wanted to do is live life the way she wants to. So when Asta has given her anti-magic, she's able to easily tear through angels and help defeat a Lucius clone by bending fate, which couldn't be countered this time due to anti-magic. For example, Dante, Lucifero, they used gravity to destroy the cat constantly to make her mana run dry. This time, Lucius, he can't even use time magic at all to stop the cat because the anti-magic isn't allowing it to. So the great fate that she can do for her allies, it will just always occur non-stop, because that is just completely broken, people. The next members of the Black Bulls are Grey. She's basically Black Clover's Cinderella, having to deal with annoying stepsisters and a stepmother who forced her to do all the household chores. She's eventually kicked out of the house after using her magic to look like them. And once this happened, she almost got robbed, and you know what, right? I ain't even gonna go there because we're gonna get demonetized. Eventually, she's saved by Gauche. Why? Not because she needed help, but because his goddamn sister asked him to.
디스커스팅한 냄새가 나요.
But how exactly did Grey level up her power and become so strong? Well, we find out she might be one of the most broken characters in the entire series. She's able to use transmutation magic, where Grey is able to disassemble substances and reassemble them into others, being able to transmute both physical and magical objects. This is able to completely change a substance structure permanently. It can be as simple as stone to sand or as intrinsic as rock to human tissue. So despite looking similar to healing magic, it goes way beyond it, since transmutation magic directly reassembles tissue rather than boosting natural regeneration. So with this power, she's able to heal the injuries of her comrades. A perfect example of this was healing Gauche when Dante stabbed him, or during the Spade Kingdom arc where she was able to heal up Charmy. She's the first one to notice that parts of his body have become devil-like and that he's overflowing with magic power. And during that arc, Gauche and Grey new combination magic, it came completely clutch against Morris as he attacks them with tendrils, which not only disassemble the Black Bull's base but bypass Vanessa's protection. So in order to stop this, Grey transmutates the tendrils into plants, and Gauche multiplies her with mirror magic to transmute the rest in time. But their true power really shines through during the Black Bull's fight with Damnatio, as with Gauche's help, Grey is able to multiply herself and constantly heal the wounds of her allies at once, making them, guess what? Invincible! Damnatio even points out that it's Grey's restoration that supports the Black Bulls to keep fighting when they should all be dead. So he went out of his way to kill her. That makes her the most S-tier broken support characters if she's given the chance. For example, she even helped against Lucius by touching him with Vanessa's help, killing the dude. This disintegrated his angel form, destroying him. The same enemy that can kill basically 99.999% of other characters with no effort. Another character who has gotten so strong, reaching above captain level, is Charmy, and she is low-key one of the most broken support mages as well. Being a dwarf human hybrid, it means Charmy got two different types of magic. After training in the Hot Kingdom, Charmy unlocked her Glutton's Banquet mode, where her cotton magic fuses with food magic, and it's actually busted. She can devour enemy spells, absorb mana directly, convert it into food, and restore both stamina and magic to allies on the spot. Charmy gets even more powerful, by the way, if she's hungry or more pissed. She literally soloed a stage 0 Dark Disciple and even one of the apostles of Sephira by herself, turning the battlefield into a kitchen. Get this, you know we're talking about cooking, they got cooked? Well, Charmy literally does that because the wolf seasons and cooks Halbert alive, devouring her hair and transferring her magic power to Charmy, who then beats Halbert's face with a flurry of punches like this is JoJo Bizarre's Adventure. And Varnica, she says, yeah, you're done, you're trash. She detonates the devil power inside that bitch. That's the only use that you have now because you lost to Charmy. So turning her into a magical bomb, they're thinking Charmy's gonna die, she can't win it anymore. But nah, the wolf is so durable and powerful, it protects her from the explosion by consuming some of the attack. Afterward, just like Noelle and the other Black Bulls, she gets training in Elysia, learning ultimate magic. And 3 days later, using the new true magic techniques, Charmy decimates a horde of devils pouring from the cliff of gate. But she's not just a fighter, like I said, she's a top tier healer too. Charmy creates food from thin air that heals fatigue, injuries, and restores mana instantly for entire squads. She even did it recently where Mimosa is healing Asta to face Lucius in the latest chapters. This power alone makes her essential in any fight. Like think about chapter 301 and 302 where she feeds Asta and all the Black Bulls mid-fight against Lucifero whilst his gravity magic is crushing everyone. She does this pretty much in every single fight, giving away free mana and health potions to every character with no effort at all. So yeah, Charmy is secretly broken even for a side character because let's not forget, she soloed a captain level elf, which at the time no other Black Bull could really do besides Yami or Asta. But over time, Charmy's magic gets even more ridiculous because in the final arc, she's out here clapping angels on her own during Judgment Day, and at this point, she's scaling to Jack the Ripper, the captain, who pulled off the same kind of feats right before he died. I wouldn't be surprised if Charmy could defeat Frogolion in her dwarf state because that dude is absolutely trash and has no feats. Cause in raw strength performance, Charmy was outperforming most of the Black Bulls. I'd say she falls behind Noelle and evenly matches luck, where eventually she too helped defeat a Lucius clone.
Finally!
Noelle Silver. Now, unlike the others, she didn't get the anti-magic buff which made all the Black Bulls 100 times stronger yet. Noelle was meant to die according to Lucius's plans, but instead became more powerful than ever, attaining victory that wasn't even possible. But that's not all, as Noelle also learns that Udine transferred to her in the wake of her defeat against Varnica. So not only does she have a cheat code to access ultimate magic, but also learned Saint Stage. And this is far beyond what the Heart Queen was capable of with the Water Spirit. When she assimilates herself with the Water Spirit, her Valkyrie dress takes on a new saint form. Udine makes it very clear that they need to beat Varnica in just a minute. And what does Noelle say? She aura farms saying, I only need 30 seconds. She is eventually able to cut Megacula's heart in half. This is a supreme devil, guys, that is revealed later to be one of the top 3. So Noelle's stocks went way up after this moment, reaching Wizard Queen status, being declared stronger than Asia herself, her mother. Therefore, as a result of all these insane power-ups, Noelle clapped not just any paladin. We're talking about one of Lucius's strongest, probably the 3rd strongest in his entire army, as Asia was considered to be a candidate to become Wizard Queen. But Noelle took her head on and won. And if she keeps dominating like this, she will achieve her other dream of beating all the other girls that want to become Asta's wife.